Newest addition to the map pool, refined from Valve over the course of these last few months. And now we've got ourselves the finished version, charging up long, or rather up ramp, all 5 of Liquid. And for the Cloud9 boys to receive, I'm seeing JT on the jiggle. He'll be throwing out a couple of flashbangs to slow them down. And that sandbag molly, surely enough of a queue to start rotating over. And they've got 4 CTs ready to receive if they commit to A here.
Ooh. These retake smokes are setting up already? Surely not.
Oh, yes, they are, Chad. This is calculated. They're going to walk in and then be locked out. Smoke's arriving and the retake begins. This is going to be chaos, and it already is.
Yeah, it's a 3v3, but they could have done with keeping JT alive there. But the bomb is loose, so maybe OC can still find a bit more. But the pressure from Naf up short is unrelenting. And again, bomb left.
It kind of worked. They got the bomb loose and then sent the T's packing. Of course, you have to win these duels. OC's still alive. How is OC not dead? Okay, now he's gone. Sonic forced into a clutch. He needs a clean one on a Liege, and he's not found it. And so Liquid, they will prevail. But my goodness, a lot more sketchy than they may have anticipated.
Whew, that was a dicey one right there. I'm just looking back to see where those 2 smokes landed, and they're interesting from Cloud9. They were trying to get control of that shore area, and look, it worked at causing chaos, but look, it's such a strange approach. It's an all-in. It didn't feel like it was using the USPs to their advantage, but I guess if you're going to sit behind that smoke wall, you can't really get too much done regardless. So we will see the guns come on out. Liquid here opting for mainly rifles, the UMP in the hands of Naf, and Galil's and an AK-47 in the mix. Now, this scout from OC, if you can find those tags, we know it can be deadly. Deagle's in the throw as well, and the force spike from Cloud9 has smokes behind it, so that's going to be good for either retakes or delaying some of these key choke points. But Liquid, they're not wasting any time. They want to push up quite quickly, make sure that they can garner the control over towards A, and that will allow them to set up and posture for an execute. But these positions that Cloud9 are staying in right now, I would call this in limbo. They can drop back still if they feel the threat too much, or push forward if they want to find Team Liquid with their pants down.
Well, that molly's nice. Instantly extinguished, but quickly, as it began, Elige denies OC. Bobby's there with the Deagle, but...
I just said lol out loud, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. I did want to talk away from that. I'm looking at JT, and I'm looking at, is it Motum on the site? He was kind of sat,
yeah, he is,
you know, face down. So these 2 are the fun ones to me. If they can make anything, you know, a little bit cheeky happen, it's on those 2, right?
Yeah, and they can just have Floppy as a form of bait, right? I can't believe he hit that shot to begin with. It was tagged down to 35 through the wall and then just hit that 1 dig. This is looking promising. JT, he's got 2 options. He does manage to get 1, and now Motum can find another. They are making this so damn awkward, and it's down to a 1v1 again. Okay, it's 2-0, but Liquid, they've been rattled. It was a 2. They had 2 alive in the first, 1 alive in the second.
And this is where the questions come in for Cloud9. Now, look, you would most likely just go for the eco here, but as an in-game leader,
Right,
and you can see those rounds being so close, like, oh, but we could force, we could limp on in. We know that their buy's not going to be fantastic either, and we can really take the fight to them. But if you lose that, then the first half slowly starts to trickle out of your control. So they will play the conservative style. Now, not my favorite style.
Yeah, certainly when we have the beauty and the hindsight of a casting desk, we would kill to see them chomp at the bit for the 3rd round buy, but makes a lot of sense, calculated. Cloud9 not ones to take uncalculated flair.
Now, Liquid with Grim, they played this map twice. They're currently undefeated on it. They won it both times. That was just in the DreamHack summer event not that long ago. And Cloud9 have been playing it recently as well. They were playing in some qualifier. I think it was Fun Spark Ulti or something along those lines was the name of it. And they had an interesting CT side. It's Floppy and OC over towards the A-bomb side defending. JT normally over towards middle. And then Modern plays like Float. He either helps Sonic over towards B, helps towards the middle, or heads over towards A. So it's a bit more flexible, the CT side of Cloud9. This is very interesting here. I think they're going to go off of JT's flashes from the elevator room when the smokes and molotovs do land.
It could be cool, especially because the smokes thrown out by Liquid may actually aid them in finding 1 isolated duel.
2 flashed up here. It's done enough to get them maybe... Oh, it's a massacre. It's a straight-up murder. And yeah, I mean, the flash was in, but what does it matter, right?
Yeah, you can see JT's flash assists on all of Stewie's kills. Like, they came out. I saw an interesting discussion, actually. It was from, I believe it was Smooya, trying to explain just the intricacies of comms. And he was saying that you're wondering why people say, I believe it was boom. But
oh, like Big do it? It's,
yeah,
I know
Bobby
was like
comms.
a massive
Exactly,
thing, right?
Exactly, but it was just, you know, to avoid flash assists on your teammates like that.
But also there's the kind of next point of the, I know they do it especially on overpass with some of the flashes, you're going to ensure the T side's more blind than you are. You're still going to get a little bit flashed, but
Yes,
you're not going to be
of course.
fully white, hopefully.
Yeah, and the assists are typically going to be lingering and giving credit. OC, credit due to him. First weapon round, and we're already straight into first blood territory. 90 seconds still on the clock, and Elige forced to watch as the 4 teammates look to recover. A very powerful setup they've got there with Floppy and OC at 2 different levels of elevation. Turning that corner, you are going to be pooped.
I did see the molly there before, though, so I'm wondering if that's
Here
going
it
to be another
comes.
factor. Here it comes, and there's the peak on it. That time OC's so aware. That duo, so well done.
That was lovely. I love the fact that they had the plan in motion. Had there been a Molotov, it was always going to be JT's responsibility. Floppy holds him safe. It's cool. It's real cool. Now, they've extended their advantage. Everything pointing towards Cloud9 collecting their first here, but by no means over. Up the ramp, sound cues are plenty from Grim. He's making no secret of his presence on ramp, nor Stewie. He's pulling the pin on that flashbang. Could be the smoke, it is. Gonna try and get him. I can't believe JT's back up there, Lauren.
He got away with it before. Good for one. Surely they check on it. They don't. He gets away with one, can't convert on the second. But while that happens, Stewie found Floppy, so they've already got a really good start in this.
Yeah, I have a feeling Liquid can make some more out of this. Motum can't touch him. Sentry's way too late. So is the nade. Why throw it? Now the after plan. Numbers disadvantage doesn't feel so scary. That's a great Molotov to slow them down and actually block off short completely. Twister's already found the first hunt. And there's more where that came from. Motum's burning so damn low, but good shot from OC. Full blind, doesn't matter, needs another. And it's Stewie who remains vigilant. He stands still in the face of a sniper and takes the headshot. That's 4-0. It looked like Cloud9's locked in round.
That Stewie moment right there is a fight or flight moment because you know it's against an AWPer and he just knew he wanted to take the fight there. If he's tried to dip away or, you know, does half measures, he'll probably get picked on off and that round could fall away from them very quickly. Now, just to note, to kick this one off here for Cloud9, that kill that came in from OC to start things off, it looks like, and especially that maneuver we were talking about over there towards with Floppy and OC at the short position, looks like they've studied the tendencies. They've looked at what Liquid have done recently, and they're ready for those maneuvers with a couple of their own.
Well, JT's not going to be providing any of his signature goodness on short this time around. He's been taken down right out of the gate by Grim. Very much rinse and repeat. You know A is the default site on Vertigo. Sonic patient on his hold. It's Twist that's trying to keep him contained, or he was. Still holding the flank, the rest of his squad working their way up. Naf happy to be working on the Mac 10. He knows there's going to be an unarmored opponent, so they'll be sending him in first, farm up that cash and get that info. Look at the lineup they've got. That's their wall of smokes, and Naf has already pocketed 600.
Oh, just making bank, isn't he, really? OC still kicking around, but Naf's already up on the site, basically, at this point. So if OC can do damage, that's great, but he's feeling unlikely. Nice utility usage to allow the bomb to get towards the site. It now goes down, and now Elige already cleans up OC. They've got this one pretty much wrapped up, and as you highlighted earlier, Sonic wasn't particularly active in holding the site either. He was watching the other side of things, so it's just Motum left alive, and anything's a bonus, I guess, at this point, but you're not going to get much out of it.
Yeah, I mean, in a dream world, it's an AK he can hear there. It's actually Naf who's hunting him down.
Oh,
Good shot from Motum. Gonna get him, take away all of that from Naf, but not only that, trying to preserve what little he has, trying to keep him close to the site. That's enough from him. That's still too hot for his liking. Ooh, I love
nice
it.
hops.
Lovely hops. It's something, but it is converted by Liquid. We have a bit of a shoe on the other foot situation, and I'm glad that they've called the timeout now instead of us sitting there at 9-0 asking how many timeouts they've got.
Now, this is the reason, or at least the one that I'd be taking a timeout, is to discuss here on the... Is he falling asleep there on the right? You right, Matt?
He's taken the whole side of his PC as well.
All right, so look, if you're... If you're taking the timeout right now as Cloud9, as I mentioned before, Floppy and OC are the main two A defenders. JT normally goes towards middle, but on the previous gun run, he actually stacked over towards the A bomb site, so they had 3 individuals. That meant they left middle completely open because Motum played over towards B to lock things down with Sonic. So now the question becomes, Liquid have gone A every single round. Do they want to just go A again? And if so, that means the gamble, or at least the call from JT, needs to be one that's bolstering the defense. There will be a gap somewhere else. So Liquid have the choice as well. Do we keep going A? Do we put more pressure at mid? Do we wait and see what their defense is? There are all these mind games right here that come on through, and, well, it looks like the standard spread. 3 with the bomb heading over towards that forklift room. Twist holding over towards B. Actually, so it's Naf.
That T-Smoke is so popular now. You can see the effectiveness of it. It completely nullifies any aggressive move to get info on the scaff peak. Very, very powerful, and they're getting it out fast now. Liquid have refined that in the player break. Floppy's forced out. They've got so much fantastic utility to regain control and take these fights. The spray, he's holding down Mouse 1, but it's all good for Cloud9. Perhaps not anymore. Stewie in the flames stands, and he manages to equalize. That's phenomenal from their leader.
That was massive, honestly. Sonic with a nice little hold, though. He hasn't been called to action too much, but the first time he does, he succeeds on it. That's going to be a pretty good tick in the box, but there's still Stewie and Naf, so I'm not going to write him off just yet, as Stewie can just seem to make things happen, and he's going to try and head towards where Sonic was last seen, so maybe hunting down the devil you know rather than the one you don't. So for now...
Am I reading that right? Stewie hasn't died yet?
Yeah, Stewie's 200 ADR.
13 and 0. Bloody hell. All right, so Mr. 2K with 13K so far. Smokes off the elevator side. Oh, the timing from Sonic was fantastic. Oh. Nearly catching Stewie. Smooth moves to evade. Now all onto the man. Can he ace clutch? He's been having a fantastic game. Looks like his first death's on the way.
Well, we'll see if he truly is immortal at this point. They're all flying in, and there we go. 1 too many, maybe 3 too many. I don't know. But Stewie put up a wonderful performance thus far. Finally shut down, but they had to throw everything at him to stop him.
I definitely saw a Cloud9 branded kitchen sink flying through the air. But that is the first, perhaps the first of many. A very competitive first map sets the scene for our second. Cloud9 took it, and so that nuke third map decider, whether or not it will be seen is entirely up to this Cloud9 roster. Smoke for ramp.
Yeah, mid's open at the start of these rounds. It's wild.
But this has been the case across multiple Vertigo games. It's the occasional presence from the T's, and the sprays are hurting.
Floppy. It makes you feel even worse when he's called Floppy, doesn't it? It's like your childhood teddy bear has just been, or rabbit maybe.
Don't speak ill of Alexander Bear.
He sits next to our television, Lauren, and he's protected by 2 knives.
He's holding the karambit.
And a skateboard.
And a skateboard.
Grown men, by the way.
Yeah, well, we're 3 dudes. 2 of us are in our 30s. Another one quickly approaching, and we live together. What do you expect?
Teddy bears and knives. Standard assortment of living room apparel.
Of course.
Some people would say we're living the dream, Lauren. I'm not convinced.
I'm not so sold. And speaking of not so sold, it looks like Cloud9 have been sold, not necessarily a fake, but they've certainly fallen away from the ramp for now, and we'll see if Liquid continues to kind of work their way up here. Stewie's not quiet about what he's up to, and I wouldn't blame him when he seems almost untouchable in the way he's been approaching the game thus far, but they're yet to make that final piece towards the site, and considering how far back Cloud9 are, they're not going to be able to stop much initially. The smokes come in, the molly goes up, but there's no initial fight.
Yeah, Sonic, an unenviable position when his sight hasn't been hit 6 rounds in a row. And hang on, they're going for the mid-round aggression. He's trying to retake short, but it's going to be ripped from them by Twist with some phenomenal work. Gets his third, Grim can plant, Sonic's on the B play, rotate. That nade though, that's Grim. It's not, just a little too shy. Could have taken him down, he had 15 health, it only does 4 damage. Insufficient and unlikely for Sonic. Not as clean as he'd have liked. Avoids the flash and looks like he'll have to get out of dodge. The round's not his, and that M4, the incendiary, the Kevlar, the kit, it's all too prized of a possession to be letting it go for pursuit of nothing but glory.
Well, I don't know what Cloud9 think this move is meant to achieve. I like it because the A-bomb site can become very, very scrambly. And actually, I want to dive on in here. I want to show you guys what they're trying to achieve with this smoke. So as we load up Skybox here, you'll see the 2 T-smokes. They're lovely colored orange, and the CT smoke lands. Then the flash comes, and they try and funnel through to do exactly that, take short control. Because if you can get control of this, you could push around and now really clamp down on the Ts, who would be stuck between a rock and a hard place of the CTs. That's a terrible arrow, Chad. You got to go back to drawing. Right. But yeah, that's the idea. It's just not landing as we expect. So creative, but it's not working so far.
What they tried on the pistol order.
Indeed.
There's another
There's the German.
German sneak out of my brain.
Entschuldigung.
Entschuldigung, mein Deutsch ist nicht gut.
Yeah.
That's the Chad Burchell
special. The English.
Ein bisschen, yeah. Let's see what we got here. Stacked up on ramp. I like it. Sonic's going to flash him in for the swing after the smoke does dissipate. Alicia's already established on Scaff. If they can time this with Floppy's peak, I've got a good feeling here. There should be at least one. Smoke's fading. Here comes the flash. Big energy all over the ramp, and oh, good grief. Goodbye. Cloud9 evaporate. And they're not even the Liquid.
Oh, it's a stretch. Sonic was the one with the rifle. Tried to make something out of it. Didn't have any go of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Counter-Strike fans all around the world, I'm going to give you a B-Stream update. If you don't want to hear it, I'm going to count to 5 to take your headset off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. EG have taken down Triumph 2-0. That means they are set up to play the winner of this game right here. And
Nice.
you can put your headset back on now. I don't know how you meant to hear me, but you might join us at some point soon.
I can't believe you have to do that now because some people get salty about that.
Wait, that wasn't a joke?
No, that's
No,
not a
I
joke.
have to do it because some people get mad because they want to watch the game later. And I don't want to ruin it for people, so I'm happy to play along. It's okay.
Yeah.
Same reason I don't spoil the Jurassic Park ending from about 20 years ago.
He kills Dumbledore and all that.
Alexander.
I want to see more from Cloud9 if I'm honest here. I mean, this is always meant to be like Liquid's pick. It's substantially better for them, but I want to see a bit of a fight on this three-man swing. Goodbye, OC. Look at this shutdown. This is nuts. This is just powerful play from the T side. Liquid looking lavish in the way they're approaching this.
Yeah, I mean, like, let me take you on a little trip through OC's comms there. He is responsible for ramp. He says, nothing ramp, yep, nothing ramp, nothing ramp. Full ramp, they all swing on the queue, and I don't even know if there's anything you can do. Both on B at this point, it's Motum and Sonic. I don't know if Sonic's really had a chance to contribute this entire half. They've just been barraging them. He has to respond to the B lurk. And Twist's still there and about to catch him. Nice work. I can't believe he actually got the end of him. Motum holding his ground and doing well to survive. He's got 3 kills, making it costly. But Liquid, I don't think they're complaining about cost at this point. They've got plenty of dollary dues in the bank account. And Motum just looking to preserve the AK-47.
Alex, what's the saying about alchemy? Something about equal exchange or something like that? You got it? Do you remember it?
Yeah, alchemy is the theory of equivalent exchange.
Okay, so in Counter-Strike, I suppose if we want to try and relate that to like holding a line, so the equivalent exchange of taking back that territory was the flashes to allow Liquid to swing. The flashes didn't, I was watching it back on Skybox, the flashes didn't even land, but what it did was force the players off holding those positions, and as they swing back in, exactly like you're saying, you blink and you miss it, they're all in your face. So I don't know if that has anything to do with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood that we've been watching, but are there any other nerds out there? Let us know.
Man, what a show.
Watch Haikyuu, that one's a good one.
Good old Alphonse.
Oh, Alphonse.
He was the cutest character.
Don't spoil that, I haven't watched the end yet.
I'm not saying
I've got
anything.
10 I've got-
Mentioned a character's name, Chad. Cool your jets.
Calm down.
No, I was just saying tentatively,
down.
just in case.
Why are you the person on my Twitter going, don't ruin it? It's been out for like 10 years, don't ruin it.
Don't make me tweet at you right now. I will.
Go on,
Thoroughly enjoyed Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So any recommendations, throw them at my Twitter, because I'm slowly advancing my Weeaboo CV.
All right, this saved AK and Modem here. It has to be the hero of this round. Cloud9 need to start getting a few more on the board here. Now, we have been speaking about Vertigo leaning towards a T-sided map, but
8-1 lead?
yeah, well, we had similar scenes over there on Old May Overpass, so they can quickly turn the tides on this one. We see the boost coming on over the top. Now, Liquid love a good wallbang. They're going to clear this out when the smoke clears. I think that if Modem gets anything done, that'll be fantastic news, but it seems highly unlikely. And, oh, for once, hold up a second. Liquid thinking the better of going towards A.
Wait, Sonic is going to get very excited. I think it might be his first. Oh, he's only got a deagle and he's already gone aggressive. He's been doing this an awful lot. It is going to be flashed. It is going to be Molotoved. Yikes. This is tough. Can't do much with that one. Sonic, he's been waiting 9 rounds for them to come to his site, and the one time he does, he's the only one without armor. Unfortunate to see, the stack on A will not get much action now as the bomb is on its way towards B. Grim's playing a nice little aimbot sesh on ramp, but it is a nice frag converted, and another from Floppy. Perhaps some damage to be done. They beeline it to B appropriately. And 2 recovered AKs with armor. I mean, that's a tantalizing prospect in itself.
Truly. Side's going to be somewhat under wraps. Where's Naf in all this? There he is.
Little
Hanging out.
gremlin.
Yeah, absolute gremlin spot. We're going to get checked on, but to what degree, I think we find the answer. Floppy's down, and it's just OC left, and AK's about as useful as a chocolate teapot, at least in this round.
Yeah, and even going forward, right, the loss bonus that's already mounted on up, holding on to these AKs. Look, an AK is better than M4A4, that's for sure. And I guess it's going to help you further down the track here. But in the realms of putting rounds on the board, it doesn't get them any closer. and I don't see where the buffer is going to start coming from. Liquid feel like they're in control of this one right here. There's only been a few tightish rounds. Otherwise, it's been relatively clean. I'll just bring up my round timeline here to have a little bit of a look-see. Yeah, there's only been 2 rounds here for Liquid where they've only had 1 player survive.
It would be very cool if post-player break / new with Grim, like Liquid, have Vertigo as their home map.
Be interesting.
Like, we haven't seen a top team with Vertigo as their #1.
Yeah, and some of the reasons for that is because the slower to adapt squads, the stubborn squads out there, the ones who don't pick up the new maps, that means that they couldn't always use their home map. That's why it can be a little bit risky. But look, I love Vertigo, and I would love to see it get played more and more. Maybe with a bit more diversity on the bomb sites that we're hitting. You know, mid and B, they do definitely have merit, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, undefeated so far and on track to continue that spree, albeit short-lived. 3 games with this one included. And a great nade. So chip damage inflicted into the Jason Moses O'Toole squad.
Is that the new name?
Well, when I'm using chip damage, I'll give it
You have to. You have to give it a little nod.
Sure.
Oh, that's great.
It's the first bit of utility fight back we've seen from Cloud9, kind of re-aggressing towards ramp.
Full smoke.
The timing's going to be everything. He's caught a leash, but he needs to maybe stay alive. He needs some help too.
Oh!
Floppy is just popping off right now. 2 big pickups have made this finally look somewhat possible. It's been a disaster for them until this point, but there's still Twist. There's still Stewie. I'm not even daring to take this away from Cloud9 yet.
Yeah, my goodness. Credit to JT's eyes for being able to hold a line that tight. Just on towards short. Twist and Sonic having the consistent standoff you often find here at B. Trying to play around his smoke, but it's all about the A finish. JT spotted and found, but he wins his duel. AKVM4, it's not always easy. And Floppy's hard work is being converted by his teammates.
I want to see how much from Twist gets. The time's obviously of the essence. 20 seconds really isn't a great
It's
deal.
on its way.
Yeah, it's with Stewie, and it is en route, but no one's here to stop this. Stewie can get a plant out of this one, so
He's got a smoke, he can lock him out.
this is very, very feasible, but it will be a 2v4 and Stewie's going to be low. Sonic dares to go in first and now brings it to a 2v3. Bombs now planted, post plants can be adorned, and now this is going to be a little bit rough playing back in. We do have even the AWP in play as well for OC.
Yeah, that's going to be difficult for the retake for sure. He can just sit back and post up on gens once he gets that space from his teammates. The question now remains is what can Stewie do with just 30 HP? It seems plenty. And taking a risk as he mantles for the higher line of sight on the head. Smoke's deployed. Great shot from Twist. It's a one-on-one. Motum running out of time. He does have the kit, but the play from Twist, he's rotting the clock. He doesn't even have to fire a bullet to win this one. Nicely
Great
done.
stuff. That was
N1.
2v4.
That should never happen. Never, 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 never. I wanted to highlight how fantastic that move was that they had within the mid round there. They gave away A ramp control. We saw the Molotov come through. You keep hearing me talking about you need to re-aggress. You need to take back territory. Information, very important. They did it better than the way I've seen most teams go about it. Unfortunately, they lose the round. They drop the ball. They give away an entire bomb site for free. Yes.
This is actually going to be a perfect chapter to add to my Sonic's having a real nightmare storyline, because not only did he spend 10 rounds waiting at B and then having to retake A and getting bodied, he's also now lost a 2v4 because he eventually, in a 2v4, started to rotate off his site. That's like, he has had a mare.
Yeah, and Twist even juked him into that with the smoke, right? Because of the way he threw the smoke next to the Jenny, he's actually thought that they're peeling into the site late. So he said, well, if I can stop one, if I can just get a 1v1 duel here, if I can slow them down a little bit. But Twist is already up close and personal. So a masterclass from him in that round right there. And look, Team Liquid 10-1. I feel like this scoreline shoe on the other foot, all that jazz from the previous map. Things are getting away from Cloud9 here, and they need to turn it around. OC's AWP could be where this one starts off. Aggression, addicting? Not addicting.
Additional?
Dictating.
Dictating.
The play. Necessary. Let's go.
All right, OC, show me something here. Show us a way to stop this, because I feel like, yes, we saw on Overpass a very dramatic scoreline, favorable, of course, to Cloud9, but it felt like there was fight back from Liquid. We saw the win conditions come through, but we've seen so little answer from Cloud9 here, so it's got to start now, but Stewie's going for a walk. He's going for a wander, and he's not alone.
A challenge for the observers in the next round is, can you just try and catch the person that throws the T-smoke at the top of ramp that's obscuring that scaff cross? Because I want to know how easy that is to throw, because not every team is throwing it, and it seems, and I imagine, is a rather simple and effective way to take some control. And they're doing it again. Straight into the site. They're all there. Multiple targets. And Stewie's just laughing it off. He can even get the bomb down here. Man advantage. And through the box. He misses the second, though. OC, he actually connected. 50 caliber round to Stewie's ankle.
This post plant, it's so good. They're taking fights.
Flash is all they can do.
That's it. That's they've got 2 flashes, and that's all they've got. Sonic and OC. Sonic tries to peer up, clears short, doesn't see anyone, but it's Nap on patrol. Gonna find OC, and now this is looking all wrapped up. Oh, dearie me. They had 4 players right there, and they just power through them. The flashes were spot on. Everything is there right now.
Now, I've got it for you here, Alex. Don't worry about the observer. I'm not sure Jakey can hear us at home. Now, watch this. You're going to see them coming through the bridge area. It's the first player. He's going to be dropping the smoke. Look at them go. Their little bodies. And then I'll even flip the camera around. You can see it lands halfway up the ramp and does exactly what you're saying, obscuring the vision so they can creep up behind it and deny the CT's early information.
Thank you, Chad Birchall.
Chuddy B.
There it is again.
That's what I wanted to see, and it is so effective. I mean, I don't know why everyone's not throwing it every round, unless, of course, going for that slow walk-up does nullify all of those CT moves with a molly in short. You can advance. Now, round 13, and Cloud9 with a measly 1 round to show for it. Posting up now with just their Deagles and Kev, preparing for their 14th and hopefully a 15th with weapons as well. Oh, they like these bait spots. And this can work wonderfully, but my problem is that Floppy and OC, no one's looking. So is JT the one that calls this? Why can they just get shot in the back? What? Nice stuff from the Deagles, but it's not going to convert into anything particularly substantial, but keeping it level at least. Armors and Deagles have put us in a 2v2.
Sonic's still a little bit of a way away. Bear in mind, he's been posted up a little bit irrelevant to this match, it feels. JT was tucked up before, but Sonic's going to do well. Takes the head off of Alicia now, twisting the 1v2. He's large and in charge. He's feeling it. He's on top of the box, and you can see as to why. He might just be on top of the world if he takes down JT too. 12-1 would be a commanding scoreline. Nice readjust from JT there, though.
He doesn't need to move. Oh, Twist reveals the position. JT just has to put 1 bullet between the eyes, and he does it. Cloud9 with just Kevlar vests and some Desert Eagles convert, and I thought that Liquid had done enough. They come round, get double kill to open it up. That was technically a 3v5 with Desert Eagles exclusively.
Yeah, that's not one of the rounds you want to be losing if you're Team Liquid and you're pulling up a haul like this, but they still have a lot of money in the back pocket. They'll be able to buy for the next 2 rounds, and if they can grab this one away from Cloud9 here, they should be potentially netting themselves, well, 13 rounds on the board. But this shot from JT, good stuff from the in-game leader over there. Only 6 kills to his name, but a very important one to grab. And it's just the same again. Hold up. Where was that? JT went aggressive B.
Oh, no, that's the B. Like, that's actually a huge frag. We haven't seen that happen once so far in this half. Twist going down early. He's supposed to hold the flank. He's the one that sits ramp. He's the one that holds the B push.
There's no one A for Cloud9.
That's a strange change-up.
They must be playing for a retake scenario. Look at this. They're creeping back in. You can't make any noise because the Ts can hear all those footsteps above them. So Molotov towards Sandbag, and they can still even get into position. So JT, once again, that was the smoke he used earlier to land on the Sandbag, and then they re-aggressed. But this time round, well, the follow-up's not there. That Molotov would have delayed anything if it was the same as before, but now the stacks come on over. So this is great from Cloud9. They've been very, very mobile.
And that's smoke on the sandbags has multiple uses, doesn't it? I mean, it stops the crane peak, it makes it really awkward for a multitude of different reasons, and you can see the feet of anyone down that ramp as well. Very powerful lineup for Sonic. Into the nitty-gritty.
There we go, Grim so close to getting into this already. Flashes come in, smokes go up, and Cloud9 were playing pretty deep to this. I don't think it's going to be too surprised if we go instantly into those post plants, almost 5v4. Yeah, straight up. No fight back yet. Here come the first couple of mollies. Bit of utility through from the CTs. Naf getting flashed in, though. He's going to take the fight on Floppy.
Ow.
Oh, no. If you're not going to fight him, he's going to take it straight to you. Naf with the aggression absolutely just threw them through the loop.
I love this lineup from OC. It does catch everyone. Even Deep Sandbags gets flashed. Now in they go. A perfect flash. The assist is in, and so are the frags. All onto Grim. Newest addition, looking to justify. He's got 2 to find. They're running out of time. The double peak's good. And Cloud9 will secure the 3rd, keeping things competitive at the tail end here of the CT side. Martin with 3. Didn't get to catch them in his POV, but it was OC to set them up nicely with that flashbang. It gets short, it catches sandbags. I mean, that is the do-all.
I'm just taking a look back at it. They also had a smoke over towards short, a Molotov towards sandbag, so lots of things that are really facilitating that retake, and those are the details that you want to see. If teams are going to play more of a passive style on that site, it's important to have utility usage just like this. And look, it's a little bit late, but if they can get away with 4, all things considered, Cloud9, rock on over, win the pistol, convert, then we can start telling you a story you might believe. But at this point, it's still looking like one-way traffic for Liquid. They convert this one here.
I think it's at least cost a little bit of that confidence from Liquid, but not by much. You can still see the motions being gone through. Leash and Grim taking their time, but so it looks like Floppy's back up towards short. They're not going straight into that, and the nade was sublime. You couldn't ask for much more from that.
Yeah, softens him up. Gonna make that M4 feel a whole lot more like an AK now. One-shot headshot for 3 members of Liquid.
It's an unusual missed bit of utility there from Cloud9. Nobody was home in the scaffolding position anyway, but look, the way they're postured here, the amount of utility left in the back pocket for Team Liquid, it feels like it's just going to be an A set piece. Well, we liked this before. Same setup from Floppy and OC.
Yeah, but every time they do this, they just get pushed out. Oh, it's horrible. Ooh, sound cues aplenty. They start their advance. Grim's the first one in, the spearhead of the assault. And with a barbed tip, not this time, easy to pull out.
Sonic's there. This time the AWP's on the side. He isn't a million miles away. He's right there, leading the fray. 3 for now. Not going to get past Twist, though, without any sort of fight back. Are you kidding me, Twist? Straight towards Floppy, and now a 1v3, but 12 HP and almost 12 seconds, no bomb. It looks almost impossible. Yeah,
we got a gamer in Sonic, though. Really, really well-executed shots. He even hit the one onto Twist to leave him in such a dire strait. It is going to be 11-4. Cloud9, they wipe the sleep from their eyes to keep it competitive at least a little bit. We'll be back with the second half of the second map in just a moment.
We're done with playing games now, knowing, yeah. We've nothing to lose. We lost it that night. We're feeling alright. There's no need to choose. Don't make up your mind. We're feeling alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, Gonna do it like this, gonna do it like that. Everybody's on that, gonna do it like this. Yeah, we never look back. Oh, got the bodies on tap, getting rowdy on it, getting cloudy on it. Got me on the right track, yeah, you got me on it. Gonna do it like this, cause that's the way we want it. Gonna do it like this, gonna do it like that. Gonna do it like this, yeah, we never look back. The shots on my tap, everybody's on that, getting cloudy on it. Yeah, we do it like this, cause I like it like that, yeah. We're going through the motions, it's super slow motion. It's time to lose your inhibition, developing a blind ambition. Fire it up, ignite it. I don't wanna fight it no more. I wanna see where this can go. I'm done with playing around now, knowing, yeah. We've nothing to lose. We lost it that night. We're feeling alright. We're feeling alright. Just let it go. Gonna do it like this, gonna do it like that. Everybody's on that, gonna do it like this. Yeah, we never know. Got the bodies on tap, get it body on it, get it cloudy on it. Got me on the right track, yeah, you got me on it. Gonna do it like this, cause that's the way we want it. Gonna do it like this, gonna do it like that.
Certainly does look like it's poised for 3. Nuke in the wings, not there yet. Liquid thrown through a loop on the first. An overtime victory for Cloud9 has put us here. However, it's clear Liquid have done their homework on Vertigo. And Cloud9 are going to have to really pull something magical out. And well, magic starts with utility for Cloud9. They've got buckets of it, Chad.
Yeah, and well, once again, the train heads over towards the A site. That's where I believe the finish will come on in. Sonic just heading towards B to keep them
It worked.
Yeah.
He fired one shot. No one showed ramp. They called it clear, and Alicia's already out of A.
Heavy rotations come on in already. You can see the 3 individuals with those nades down the bottom. They're pushing back Grim. Well, that's the biggest task. And the fact that he's jump peeking without the pistol in hand, he's just looking for information. But he's a brave boy. Playing the sandbag position, a Molotov in play from Floppy here. It's going to get hot under the toes any moment, I think.
Yeah, he'd be bang on. There's too much utility not to. He is going to be forced out, and he's trying. He's forced into the fight. They double peek, and Motum opens the account for Cloud9.
Yeah, JT wanted to follow this up, though. You can see the smokes coming in, the nade to go towards the little headshot.
Goodbye.
There it is. Follow up, OC and JT, the combo, the two kind of keen utility users. The smoke wall is up. JT with a freebie. Stewie goes down. A little unfortunate for Stewie, but you got to quell him early.
Yeah, this is great stuff. Just seeing Cloud9 win their way. It was 3 players without Kevlar. It's 3 players with buckets of utility, but look how clean this can be. I say it. I may have spoken too soon. No, Sonic and Floppy ensure that this round is closed out in the same manner it was opened. Great stuff from Cloud9. I love that. They had the full smokes, they Molotov sandbags. The options were so limited. There's double, triple peaks, there's flashbangs. It's all Gucci. Just this from JT. A little touch of luck, but outside of that, a fantastic round from Cloud9, all calculated and coordinated. Force buy coming in from the CTs. We get to see some Deagles, even the 5-7 seeing more action after that player break.
Well, if we just reel our minds back to Overpass and the way that Cloud9 played their Anticos, there's that smoke again for you, Alex. They were very methodical in the Anticos, right? They took their time, they were dancing around, very good with the utility as we've been mentioning throughout, but they didn't rush it, right? It wasn't too clumsy, it wasn't clunky, but this is going to be a big fight. Elige.
Oh, he crouched perfectly under the crosshair of Elige. 1 bullet exchanged, and this time just to the body, so OC lives to fight another day.
Backed away from this a little, and probably right to do so, looking at where NAF's just kind of repositioned towards. They're going to probably get the info that they've killed away, but they've walked away from the threat at least. The CT's trying to garner any information that they could maybe cipher away from where the T's have vanished off towards. But we can see it, of course, getting right back towards ramp. It's something we're quite accustomed to. And hello, NAF. This could be quite fun.
It certainly could, because Sonic is responsible for the flank, and I see him staring upwards. NAF, of course, unawares, the beauty of hindsight, and yeah, not going to bite.
Oh, unfortunate.
I think the window's been missed here.
Here we are. Ooh. Never mind. Good for just a moment. Stewie gobbles up the flashbang for a late treat. I'm afraid this does look like nothing for Liquid. That full investment has come up null.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
Everyone's trying this same play. Everyone's doing that limp smoke towards the crane and then pushing in and trying to take a fight there. I guess it's isolating duels. I understand the concept, but all in all, it hasn't really netted anybody any big victories in this game so far. And also with that standard take we're seeing on the A bomb site, I liked what we saw from 100 Thieves and Genji last night. Their takes were cleaner, I felt. They were more methodical. This one here has a lot more room for risk. And as things get more chaotic, that's when NAF spamming people through boxes, Alicia's pushing on in, getting multi-kills. So they're not out of the woods just yet. Cloud9, you have to consider with the pistol and the conversions, it should be clean. It should get them up to that 7 rounds, but that's not striking distance for Liquid, who have 11 to their name.
I mean, you said that we haven't seen that big team yet on making Vertigo their home map.
Yeah.
If something gets interesting, we'll come back to it, but I don't know what it looks like, because obviously I've come into the new era of Vertigo, so it's kind of curious, as you said, 100 Thieves Gen G, quite interesting on the attack, but have we seen someone better at it, all-encompassing yet, or is this just kind of as we go?
We're seeing different looks from everybody, right? So, for example, I really liked what NIP were doing when they had threat coming in with the retake smokes. They were playing more passive, meant they could bolster across the rest of the map. There are teams who are like G2 today, example, doing that really fast mid-play. B, you can have some fantastic executes with smokes coming through the skylights.
Astralis do it different.
Yeah, I just think it's like what we talk about with a lot of maps, conditioning certain areas, and A-Ramp is the one that seems to net people the most. So if you can go there, you can set the tone. Then after that, you can go towards your middle, you can go towards your B. Look, there's swings and roundabouts with the meta, right? If everybody works out, if they're coming A, we can play 4A early, you play one guy towards B, someone's quickly swinging back towards middle. If they really start to work that out and they want to take a few more gambles, because that's what's necessary for the CT side, and I think a lot of people at home might be upset that you have to go for a player like that. Remember, Cobble had to play 4 players towards B to stop rushes, and 1 player just towards A spotting for info. There's a few more corridors here on a map like Vertigo, but maybe those risks need to come on in if the CTs want to completely deny.
Take me back.
I'm right there with you on the Cobble Brigade.
Cobble Brigade.
Yeah, there's only a few of us. Very nice little pop flash for the guys in middle, but a good response in the form of utility from Stewie. A smoke on towards the connector. They have full access. He's got a nice little lineup to ensure they can take this and maybe even leap over with that Mac 10. This could be powerful. Look at JT. There's nothing they can do. Look how fast he's just holding W. He's not going to get the kill. That could have been the one to open the doors. OC late in middle needs 2. He hasn't found it. Elige neutralizes him. Sonic wide. Does catch the wild spray. It was Motum to connect. Needs another. Can't find it. Motum to trade. He's not ready for Stewie. He's not.
He's known to be in those smokes. He's known to go through those smokes, and he's known to win these rounds. It's good to see. That's still being a little bit of a factor.
Oh, Stewie, no.
He's all right.
Oh, he picked up the Galil. He had it in M4.
Did he? Did he actually? Oh, you don't love to see that.
So now Ellie Giggle gets dropped a Galil instead of an M4A4. Is that an emoticon?
You know what? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But can we talk about that round? Can we talk about that round? The little pace to it. The little switch up there, Chad, to get you away from a category in which you are not stronging to one you are really strong in.
Twitch emoticons.
Yeah. I'm trying to help you.
Yeah, look, no, I liked it, but there you see, they didn't win the round and they didn't go A. So that's why people seem to think that this map is basically a single bomb site simulator. But I like the look from Cloud9. They did change the pace. It was just unfortunate it wasn't the 1-1-3 setup that they'd be used to. So the 2 players on the B bomb site was the real thorn in the side. We can get the guns back out yet again, and I think this B lobby control is something that Sonic really wants. If he can win this duel against Twiz here, that's the start they're looking for, and while the timing is against him, he will find the opening frag. But hold up, the cavalry's arrived and Stewie's ready for it.
Yeah, the support was there. Maybe they just felt there was one player. I don't know if they just tried to capitalize on the moment that they thought they had after the loss of Sonic, but it really did kind of fizzle away quite swiftly, and Motum now trying to find a little bit of play towards ramp, but you can see you've got 2 players posted up pretty nicely. You still have Grim, same thing, just jump spotting over by the sandbags, but the new addition would have been a Liege to the side of him. That's a little bit of a different look, but by now we do see the hit coming in.
Oh, what a nade.
And the nade's good, and to add to that, Bomb's not with him.
That's a nice little move from Twister up and over the top. And now with OC, the final man standing here, it doesn't feel like there's too much he can do. Kills, the magic number, you hear me, 3. If he can get 2 more, that's not too bad. 33 seconds left on the clock, so he doesn't need to rush into this one right here. Anyone wants to get a little bit aggressive, push on in, overstep the mark. OC will gladly give them a haircut. And if they don't want to chase him down, he can hold on to the AK-47, take it into the following, and see if they can battle on through for another round.
No one's nearby. They're not giving him the chance to get the potential of a couple more kills. So I think we've hit a bit of a problem here, though, because as I said, it'd be nice if we kind of start the other way around, in my opinion, see how far Cloud9 could push Liquid if they had that T side a little longer. But as we saw such a drastic run of things from Liquid, 13-7 is feeling quite likely to close.
Yeah, it does feel like we're starting to knock on Nuke's door. Am I right? It is Nuke. Am I right?
I believe
You're correct.
So, yeah.
Yes, you are right. It is Nuke as the third.
Oh, has Twist got Liquid branded bed sheets? I saw a red pillow, blue sheets, white background. That's the full Liquid.
He's really buying into the program there, isn't he?
Going to be seeing the usual exchange of early utility ramp. Grim wants to fight with his flashbang, and there's no one home. Keeping things chill. Cloud9, they've put all of their chips into the center of the table, and it ain't pretty. Plenty of utility. In fact, leaning in favor of utility over any SMGs or anything of that ilk. They want Floppy fully equipped. Sonic's already thrown out a couple of his. Wow, this is very basic. You've got 4 just gathered at ramp and Sonic just behind him. It's Floppy, do excuse me, holding that flank. A re-smoke from Grim. He's got a good read on this.
I don't think they've even seen the look of having a Liege there, really. They've fallen to Grim most of the time, so that's just another layer they're going to have to dismantle, and you can see the eagle with Sonic trying to be put to place, but Liege waiting so patiently. Does he hear anything yet?
Not a single peep from them.
Oh, he's being kept safe by Grim as well. You think about it, it's just enough room to kind of hang themselves with here. JT.
Nice.
Wow, okay, Floppy outdoes Liege. Kind of surprised that went down that way, but it is favorable right now to Cloud9, but Naf is so close by.
And Naf can really completely and totally ruin this for them. Great wallbang from Stewie, just softens up another target. This has got multi-kill written all over it. A very healthy Nav with some very, very low HP enemies. Stewie dunks him. My God, look at that. And then here comes Nav. It smelt like a multi-kill, and it is. Team Liquid just need one more, and he walks straight into the jaw. It is 14, and Nuke even closer to a reality.
Yeah, at this point right here, it is not looking good for Cloud9. They have the loss bonus of 2,900 right here, so you can see that's not enough to even cobble together a buy. If they don't limp on into this with some Deagles or maybe some upgraded pistols, that means they're... Oh, there we go. Boom. Gifting away round number 15. So you'd like to see them upgrade a little bit, and there it is. Deagles are plenty. 1 P250 in the hands of Sonic and a flashbang to work with. So there is some fight. It's not just a Glock eco, but never mind. Stewie's going to mow down 3. That should be 15 on the board very, very quickly.
Why is he so good?
Well, they play a lot, Lauren.
Oh.
That's the key.
Got it.
If you play a lot...
Sorry. It's impressive. It's impressive to see. It's nice seeing them looking quite comfortable in the map. I mean, after Overpass was a little bit kind of tentative, a bit back and forthy, it's nice seeing what Liquid looks like when it works well.
This one here is kind of simmering out though, right? Because we had the excitement of Overpass, and now this one, look, Liquid were in a commanding lead within the first half. Okay, Cloud9, they started the engine here on the second half, but it's been stalled on out. Now, what are we looking at? It is 4 rounds on the trot here for Liquid, 5 to close it out, 16-7. It is looking good. No AWP in the hands of OC this time round. It will just be the 5 AK-47s, and well, no AWP on the CT side either. So, just a rifler's paradise.
Grim with a spot more aggression than normal. And it couldn't be the better time for it. He's got a flash from his teammate for this? No, just want to tuck in on the close left. I love that. He can be baited in by a Liege now, and that's a setup where, oh, going middle could have been the play, but a perfect flash. And now Motum punishing the aggression from Grim. Actually flashed by a Liege, doing the dance as well. Motum can chill.
He's going down.
He is. He's walking straight in pursuit, and I'm not sure he's going to be anticipating this from Motum. Oh, it's going to work out so well for them. If they get this frag onto a Liege, the A site's going to be wide open, and there's so many. As the smoke fades, a Liege, you ballsy boy! Floppy's ready. And we're off to the races. Cloud9 not going to bend the knee just yet.
Oh yeah, there's still life in them, but waiting around the corner is Naf. He is pretty close by, and as are the rest now. It's not a long rotate for these boys. And they have hit the brakes, and they've peeled away. They're looking elsewhere. T-side keeping them on their toes, so Liquid instantly reacting. Might have been a slight downfall for them.
Yeah, this is really nice from them. And oh, OC with his back turn. That should be enough of a cue for them to start their rotate, albeit very, very late. They can take so much control for free. Look at them just stampeding over the site, establishing a very strong and ideal post plan. And it puts them into a tight box here for Liquid. Nothing you can really go on. Go for the strafe twist. Give us something ridiculous. Sonic's watching it. Look at the setup. It's flawless, really. JT anti-flash.
They can wait out this smoke, and Stewie has a flash. So if they do want to go for this, there is an opportunity. Even if they just do economical damage at this point, it could be nice. And here's the flash I was talking about. This is everything.
Flash goes in, Nap goes down. Twist is there, though, and Twist is good for... Oh, Twist! Just a pure turret. Motum's still alive, but has to buy time. Stewie on the chase. There's no time for it. So well done in the end for Motum for staying alive.
Yeah, that was it. Survival was key, and thank goodness Motum was playing safe, because Twist exploited every weakness.
How do you dismantle that? You had anti-flash and a little
me see that
crossfire.
again.
Like, watch this.
This second frag, he knows it's coming, but he adjusts and then returns to find it. That's just a gamer. You want to see what a gamer looks like? That's it. He knows. He knows.
Oh dear. All right. Well, that made it a little bit more exciting here, but still, Team Liquid, one more round. That's all they need.
Oh.
Lil's out on the board now for Cloud9, so you can see, even though they're able to win that one man surviving of Modern, it's not enough to get the AK-47s out. They've had to make some omissions going into this one. The M4's out for Liquid, and this time Naf will be going into that AWP, so let's see if he can find any success.
I'm excited by the prospect of Naf on that. It's always quite interesting, but Stewie's the one under pressure for now, so a little bit of action towards middle, forced away from it. But the T's aren't exactly peeling away for long, but it is causing a little bit of a shuffle here for the CTs.
I really like the way Stewie's been approaching middle. He doesn't give them the fight. He knows his Molotovs and smokes are galore. He's never going to actually get to fight on that. But using a flashbang to deter and delay, and now they're going to triple peek if they want the info. Flash and swing, nobody's home. This is looking very regimented from Liquid. It's a good sign of things to come. Naf to be tested. You said you want some AWP action on Naf. Well, here it comes, Lauren. Looking for the first. He's the jiggle. And not going to connect. A little unlucky on that one.
Amazed that didn't land anymore. I don't think that was actually the damage that went to Morton, but it looks like
I
it.
think
But
it was.
everyone's here now. So up on short, Naf is pretty committed to this.
Yeah, I don't know how he gets out of this. He's just going to have to fight his way out, I suppose. Well, that's the first, and quickly it's a leash to fill the feed. Just as they come up ramp, through the smoke no less, he finds two. Flashed, smoked, doesn't matter. Those new kill feed icons helping us get the context. OC on the pursuit of a double, and just like that, we're back to a 2v2. Sonic's got his knife out. What are you up to? OC got a very hard 1v2. They know exactly where he is. They'll be anticipating a short rotate, and Grim above the smoke should be the one-way, should be the game. We're off to nuke, ladies and gentlemen. It is a solid performance and taking stock. 25 for Stewie. I swear, he must be leading. He was at the top of the scoreboard of Overpass as well. It's good to see him become what he's so capable of, and this series will conclude on nuke.